In our previous class, we had seen how to create our very first OTBI report using the BI Composer by selecting the subject area, that is account payable transaction real time. When we created the report, we selected randomly one of the subject area, but we didn't go in depth and studied what is subject area and how to select the one. In this class, we will learn what is a subject area in the context of OTBI and from Oracle's perspective, and also how we can select one if you are building a report. And also at the end of this class, we will again try to create one more OTBI report. In order to demonstrate today's use case, I have created this quick guide wherein we will be discussing what is the subject area, how subject area is organized, attributes and the measures, and how we can make the best selection of subject area while building a report. Subject areas are nothing but you can consider this like a pre-built data model that is in BIP context. In short, the data model which organizes the data with the business domain. And it is developed by Oracle and it requires zero SQL knowledge. So we don't have to have any knowledge about SQL. Just we have to make a selection of the subject area when we are creating a report, something like this. And you are good to go, that is to build the report just by dragging and dropping the fields, that is the measures or the attributes within the respective folders as we had seen in the previous class. So each subject area focuses on specific business object like the payable invoices, purchase orders, employees, so on and so forth. OTBI subject areas, most of them end with the real time, which means it will have a real time data and it does not require any scheduling or import logic. Oracle pre-joins the data behind the scene. It is the Oracle's job, that is to join between the tables and get the accurate real-time data using the subject area. We don't have to worry about the SQL, that is to join the multiple tables. And one drawback with subject areas is, unlike the BI publisher, we don't have a flexibility to create our own subject area. Suppose if you want to build your own subject area, then the only option is you have to create your own data model in the BI publisher. We have to be very sure for what purpose we are building the report and appropriately select the subject area. So once we make the wrong selection, then again we have to build a new report. So every subject area contains the folders. Suppose if I select one of the subject area, or let me get into one of the reports. If you want to edit any report, just click on these actions and click on edit. So you will be getting into these reports which we have created with the help of BI Composer. Also in the subsequent classes, we will see how we can create the report or edit the pre-built reports using the BI Analysis editor. Here in the subject area, when we select any, we are having the data organized within the folders, like the accounting information will be over here, invoice details, the general information, the invoice amounts, tax information, so on and so forth. And the same I have mentioned it over here. Each folder will contain the columns and there are two types of folders. One will have the dimensions, that is the folders are organized alphabetically and it will be having a descriptive data like the supplier folder, invoice details, general information, and there will be the fact folder like the numeric data, like how the things could be measured, like in the amount or something like that, invoice amount, tax amount, invoice count, which are measurable. Only two types of things will be available, either the dimensions or the measures. Now, one of the examples of payable invoices transaction real-time subject area is data will be segregated into multiple folders like the dimensions, the measures, so and so forth. If you see over here, we are having the accounting, and if you expand one of the subject area, one of the folders like the invoice details, we are having the general information, the invoice amount, so and so forth. So this is what it signifies it over here. Now, if you are confused between what is attributes versus measures, attributes are nothing but the date, like the invoice header ID, what is the invoice description, so and so forth. Measure is like a count, like the amount, how many line items are available, so and so forth. So basically the descriptive fields or the attributes are found in the dimension folders and the measures in the fact folders. Like the measures, you can go for the invoice amounts, and for dimensions, you can go for the general information kind of folders. So this was in short about what is subject area, how is data organized in the folders like in dimensions and the measure folder within the subject area. I have highlighted it over here. Now how you can make the best selection of the subject area. First question you have to ask is whom I am creating the report for. Then you have to search with the appropriate keyword. For example, if I am creating a report for payable invoice related report, then I am going to search with the payable in the subject area or with the invoice. And if I find something like payable invoices or invoice, then I will be selecting that particular subject area. And here are few examples, subject areas what we can find. So Oracle will be updating from time to time the subject areas within the catalog. So you have to every time go to the documentation or to the instance and check whether that particular subject area for whatever purpose you are building the report is available at the time of creating the report or not. I will be again going to create the payable invoice transaction real-time report using the BI Composer. Now let's quickly refresh our memory and we'll create a OTBI report once again in this class. So I have navigated to reports and analytics. Suppose if you have forgotten how to navigate, we can go to tools from the navigation menu and then click on reports and analytics. Click on create and click on analysis. I will be going to create the analysis again based on the payable invoices transaction real-time subject area. I will quickly search for payable related subject areas. It's over here. Select this and click on continue. Expand the subject area. Expand the invoice details. From here, I will expand the general information. First column I will add is invoice number. After that, I will be adding the invoice date. And then I will be adding the invoice description. Suppose if you want to add together, you can select multiple fields over here, like one invoice details and another is the invoice date, and together you can toggle, it will add. So these things we had studied in the previous class. Then I will add the supplier name. It's over here, toggle to right. And then I will add few columns from the invoice amounts folder. Scroll down. Here I will be selecting the amount and the amount paid. Together I will select. In order to select multiple fields or columns, you have to press the control button and hold it until you select all the fields from here and then click on toggle. And then I will be adding one more called as invoice type so that I can filter that later based on the invoice type. It's over here. Just select this and click on right side. So this is under the general information folder. Suppose if you want to change the order in which this will appear in the report, then you can just select this and click something like this. It will go up, and if you want to bring this at the end, you can just toggle. Suppose if you want this to be present at the first column in the report, then you can just click on this, move this to the top of the list. It will go and sit at the top. Suppose if you want this at the end, you can click this and it will come to the end. Now let's quickly rename this. In order to rename the columns using the BI Composer, click on edit. As I'm building the report just for the invoice details, so date should be sufficient. I don't have to again and again mention this is the invoice details. Coming to the supplier or the party name, I will select and remove this party from this name. And coming to the invoice type name, I want to remove this name from here. And coming to the amount, I will keep this as simple amount. I don't want again to tell as amount as invoice amount. Again, for the invoice amount paid, I will just tell this is the amount paid. Now, if you closely observe over here, the column formula, I will copy this and paste over here in the notepad. So all the columns or the fields are referred with this convention. That is, it will be having a subject area name. That is, I have subscribed to this payable invoices, that is transaction real time. And then followed by that, there is a period. And then it will tell from which folder we are selecting. We are selecting from invoice amounts, and the field or the attribute we have selected is paid amount. So this is how the mapping is done so that it will show the data accurately on the report. Suppose if you are satisfied with the data, just click on next. And here I will name something like this: second BI Composer report for invoice, and check mark this preview. Now when you check mark on this preview, it will check whether we have selected any of the layouts to represent the data. So the columns we have added, but representing the data we have to select the table. This is the recommended one. As soon as you select table as the layout, it will show the details over here using the table format. Click on next. Currently there are so many columns. Suppose if you want to exclude any of the columns like description, I don't want to show, we can just select this description, click on move to and tell excluded. As soon as you select excluded, it will be available within the SQL query which Oracle generates, that is to get the data. That is, description will be available in the SQL query, but it will be hidden in the layout, that is in the UI. So this is how we can exclude any field or the column from the view layer. Just select this and we can move that back to the columns, and we can just rearrange the column over here. Then our description field is back to the position number 3. Now once you are satisfied with all the things, we will come to the prompt shortly in this class. Click on next. Here if you want to sort this based on anything, like I want to sort this based on the date, I want to show the latest invoice date things at the top of the report. So here I have selected the descending. So it has grouped all the invoices which are meant for this particular date, that is 5th of June 2026. And I will click on next. So in the next class, we will see how we can remove this particular grouping, and I want to show the invoice date for each and every row. So we can do that shortly. Coming to the formatting, like changing the color for any field that is based on the value, like we had seen in the previous class, we had gone for formatting. Suppose if it was within this range, 5,000 to, we will say 50,000, it will have this color. And if it is less than this 5,000, then it will be in the red color. And more than that, we can go and select some other color. Random color I will select for demonstration purpose. So currently this is supporting formatting only for the number or the numeric related fields or the columns. So once you are satisfied, click on next and we can click on submit after we select the folder. Suppose if you are creating this report just for your reference or your learning purpose, you can save under the my folders, which will be visible only for you. Suppose if you want your teammates to see this report and customize it or contribute, then we can save it under respective folder which you have created for your project. So this ABC1010 is the folder which we created under the customs in the previous class. I will tell this is for BI Composer Invoice Report. Same I will give in the description, and I will click on submit. Click on OK. Done. Our report has been saved. Just click on this clear filters, go to the folder. Here it's under the customs ABC1010, and yes, our report is over here. In order to view the report, just click on this action and click on view. Now here report is available. So we can just see more records by clicking on this arrow, and you should be able to paginate between the records. Done. Now what we will do is we will try to add the filter. Suppose if you see the report over here, we are having multiple invoices. Suppose if I want to add the filter at the top where user can select the invoice type, and based on the selection they should be able to filter the data. Like if I select the invoice type as standard, it should show the standard invoices only, and if I select credit memo or debit memo, it should show the respective ones. In order to modify any existing report, we have to navigate to the specific folder. Here I am in the shared folders custom and the ABC1010. In order to edit, select the report, click on this actions and click on edit. So this will again take you into the BI Composer, and we have to modify this or add the filter that is for selecting the invoice type at the table layer, that is over here in the edit table. Click on next and go to table straight away. Just check mark this preview. In order to add the filtering based on some column, it is called as prompt for. So it is prompting the user to select any data. So in order to add that to the prompt, just select the invoice type, move to and select this prompt for. As soon as you add this, there will be a section added at the top saying invoice type, and here user has to select the value like the credit memo, debit memo, whatever it is. Okay, based on that, it will filter and show. Currently in the preview, you will not be able to select multiple values, but when you save the report and view it, it will add the select list component at the top over here. Now let's see how it looks like. I will click on next, 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 and click on submit. Done. Click on overwrite. Click on OK. Now let's preview this. Click on this and click on view. Here if you see, Oracle has added this prompt where user will be able to select the value from this prompt. Currently it is set to credit memo. As soon as I select this debit memo, it will show all the invoices which are marked as debit memo invoice type. Suppose if I go for prepayment, it will show all the prepayment related invoices over here. Similarly, if I select withholding or standard, it should show the appropriate invoices. So like this, we have seen what are subject areas And also we have quickly built the OTBI report once again in this class, and we have seen how we can provide the prompt to the user where user can select the data from the list and they should be able to filter the data and show on the report. And also we had seen how we can modify the report after we create. So this was in short how we can create the report using the BI Composer. In next class, we will learn how to add the graph layout in our OTBI report.